Hey, what is up guys? iDevice Help here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to address a privacy concern issue that I've personally had over the past several months. I haven't really talked about it in hopes to see change, but it appears that it continues to happen for iOS users, and this is something that I wanted to address because I figured if more people talk about it and it comes out to light, then this won't happen. Apple won't do this, and other tech companies won't do this because it's not just Apple. Now, I want to start off with a few things that I wanted to discuss in this video, and that is privacy and data. As we know, Apple in the past got caught, I guess you can say, using Siri and Siri dictation, so your audio files, to scan these files and improve the user experience with Siri. However, Apple failed to notify and let users know that they were using these files to improve the service. Now, again, this is something that tech companies do all the time. The issue here is that Apple was not letting users know that they were using Siri data to scan in order to improve the service. Now, if Apple would have told users that they were doing this, I'm pretty sure most users would have opted out. Now, Apple added a new toggle under Siri in search where you can delete and remove the dictation history from the cloud so Apple doesn't use your files, and you can opt out with the latest update when you go to set up your iPhone if you don't want Apple to use your data to improve Siri. Now, that's something that Apple did and got caught doing without really notifying users, but if Apple would have never got caught, would they really have ever stopped, or this toggle ever been made possible under the Siri and search options? I believe not. Apple would have continued doing this without users' consent, and that's something that worries me. Now, the next issue I want to talk about is specific to iPhone 11, 11 Pro, and the 11 Pro Max. With these new devices, Apple added a brand new chip built into the device that's called the U1 chip. The U1 chip uses radio wave networking, Bluetooth, and all these location services and technology to determine distance, therefore using location services. Now, this is a physical chip inside the iPhone, and Apple sort of got caught once again using location services without the user's consent. And again, the issue here is that Apple is not notifying users of this happening. So if you go to location services and turn off all your location services right here on your iPhone 11, 11 Pro, or 11 Pro Max, if you go to the system services, these location services continue to stay active. So your phone is still on, location services are on, and that led to the latest iOS 13.3.1, a new toggle that says networking, as you see there, and wireless. You can turn this feature off, or this chip off, if you will. And you see here it says that turning this off may affect the performance for Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi, and the ultra-wide band. So if you turn it off, you lose performance. If you keep it on, you lose privacy. So this is a bigger issue in my opinion, because why would Apple add a chip to the iPhone that if you toggle it off, it affects performance of the network, which is of course what the iPhone runs on, a Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and if you don't turn it off, then the iPhone will continue to track you. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This makes me uneasy. Hopefully, Apple will add a different fix, or a fix will be put in place where you turn off location services and the ultra wideband technology will not be affected. It just makes sense to do it this way. And last but not least, iCloud Backup Encryption. Now, encryption on iCloud Backup was a feature that Apple was hoping to add to the iPhone, and this allows you to back up your data to the cloud and make it all encrypted. Now, there's two sides to this story. Apple says that they dropped out from encrypting data in the cloud because if users lose their password, then they lose all of their backups, their photos, their documents, their files. And if you lose your password, which is the key to decrypting that encrypted backup, then it means you lose all your data. Now, it just seems a bit weird that Apple decided to back up from encrypting iCloud backups when the United States government and the FBI are pressuring them to unlock certain devices that were used in crimes. Now, this is a situation where Apple is right in the middle, but I believe that encrypting iCloud backups is the proper thing to do. Once you encrypt it, even if hackers get into the cloud, they can't see it unless they have your password, because it just looks like blur to everyone unless that password is entered. And the iCloud backup will be safe. I think if Apple does add the iCloud backup encryption, as long as they warn users that if they forget their passwords, they lose everything, would be safe for everyone. But it just seems a bit weird that Apple has backed up from encrypting iCloud backups at the exact same time when they're in a battle with the FBI over unlocking iPhones and iCloud data. So let me know what you think about everything I talked about in this video. Do these things make you concerned? Do these things cause concern for you as well? Let me know. I thought I'd talk about this again. The more people that talk about it, I believe the less this will happen. Every time Apple gets caught doing something wrong with user data, or even if it's by accident, a new toggle is added to iOS. So let me know your thoughts. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you real soon. Peace.